All right, welcome back to Slappeth and Wonketh. Today's episode is 5-minute blitz in how to build muscle correctly and kind of not get fat in the process, which is, I think, what a lot of guys especially struggle with when they go into like the gaining season.
Yeah, they think it's a free flow.
It's probably the hardest thing is to get that mindset sorted out from the start. I think that's the biggest thing, is that you need to be in a place that is very, very slow weight gain.
Yeah, and you need to understand it's going to be a transition from that fat loss phase where you're not seeing them quick wins all the time.
It's not just your eye that's fucked, is it?
Wings. You're not seeing them quick wins all the time, and you're obviously transitioning across there to go into a longer period of a building phase and understanding that the weight is going to go up slowly and not just being a fat bastard with it and thinking it just means you can eat whatever you want at the weekends and stuff like that. You still need to have some structure and accountability there with that.
Yeah. I usually find with the guys that obviously, and even the girls that we've built with, and it depends on obviously the situation. Some people like to have more food at the weekend and then less through the week, which is fine. But again, you could then do that and just have a slight surplus at the weekend and a little bit of a maintenance-y, or just slightly under, so it just kind of averages out. There's definitely ways to do it, but just basically eating as much as you possibly can and training. Yes, you'll get bigger, but you will put a quite considerable amount of fat on. But then when you diet down again, you're not going to look half as good as if you took your time and spent longer in that gaining phase. You want to spend as long as you can in that small surplus whilst training progressively and getting stronger.
And making sure that you're logging your lifts, doing your sessions, training till failure.
Crucial. All
these things all play a part in how well you'll look then when you cut back down again. If you're not training hard and you're half-arsing it, when you cut down, you just got to look the same anyway.
Yeah, I think intensity is one of the biggest things as well. Like obviously logging your lifts and sticking to a program that's like not for like. Well, to be fair, some people don't even go with the program. They just literally go in and do chest day, back day, and then they'll just do whatever they want. Yeah. Whereas if you can progressively get stronger on a lift, whether it's reps or weight over 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and maybe you might get a little bit bored, you might change the odd exercise or change the rep ranges, but you don't completely need overhauls all the time. Sometimes it's just novelty that people want. They just want that kind of like going and just have some fun, which is fine at times. But if you want actual progress, we definitely need some structure that is over a few months at least.
It's people as well, because we've all had clients like it as well, like every other week, they're like, can we do a program? You're like, no.
Yeah.
You need to, let's just push on these lifts first. And we'll do that for like 8, 12, 16 weeks, whatever that is that you might have planned. But you're not having something new every couple of weeks, just for the sake of just giving you something new every other week. Yeah.
I mean, the time I usually change the program is if they've checked out like totally with the program, they're just, some people do, like get fed up, that cool. But otherwise, if they're still making progress in some capacity, their weight is trending up 0.5 to 1% a month of their body weight, there's no real need to change the plan.
No.
At all. But that's not saying we can't tweak things. It's just, I think what we're trying to get at here is, long-windedly, have a structured plan for as long as you possibly can instead of just winging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to come down to making sure that you're on point with your food, not being a fat bastard, make sure that you actually got a plan heading into the week, training with some intensity, logging your lifts, and then keeping everything else on point.
I think one of the quick ones is as well, just try and keep the same habits and foods that you were having during your fat loss phase into this building phase. But obviously you're just having a bit more of it. And you do have a bit more freedom for a couple more snacks, of course. But if you take the same meals and the same kind like whole foods, etc., keep that going through the gaining phase, you'll see much better results because you're actually giving your body what it needs instead of it just being shitty calories for the sake of it.
Fucking smashing cheesy nuggets and chips.
Yeah, when you're 20 you can get away with it, but not when you're nearly 40 like I am. Yeah, no chance, I'm an old man. So yeah, take your time, stay in the gaining phase as long as possible. I think one of the biggest things. And look at that 0.5 to 1% of your body weight a month. That's a really key indicator. You can take a waist measurement too. That'll be a really good one too. So stay in that as long as you can. Progressive overload, logging your lifts, training as hard as you can, because we really want to get that mechanical tension as close to failure, failing as close as we can in the lifts. And then obviously fueling yourself right and being patient. That's the biggest one, being patient.
And if you do all these things right, when you diet down, you'll look better and it won't take you nowhere near as long.
That's it. The second diet should be easier and you'll look better. Key.
And that's our 5-minute tips.
Probably not 5 minutes, but thanks for staying.
And we'll see you next time.